What's going on with YouTube? This is your boy 345 driving. That's our boys can't see. We got the 345. It's like I lied, y'all. The 345 is still down. This will be riding in for right now, y'all. But what we doing in today's video is we about to go pick us up a brand new mod for the 345, y'all. We finally about to go get another mod for the 345. Even though it's down, y'all, we're not even supposed to be going to go get performance mods or like cosmetic mods, but we caught the deal and you know we gotta go grab it before somebody else grab it. You feel me? But it's well worth it for the 345, y'all. So we about to go grab this mod. We filling up right now, it's done. So we about to go hit the road. We got a 50-minute drive, y'all. So let's go ahead and make our way and hit this road. But we're gonna be showing y'all a little bit of a POV. It's gonna be a boring POV because y'all see people working with. But man, let me see. We're gonna go ahead and get y'all boys a nice video, and that's a little pat. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a pat action in this boy real quick to go get this part for the 345, and then we'll make it back to the house, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and start installing this part for the 345 for y'all boys, man. So make sure y'all boys stay tuned to the end of this video because this is gonna be another installation video. I did the same video like 2 times, y'all. 2 times, so this is gonna be pretty much a 3rd time installing it, y'all. So let's go ahead and get y'all to today's video, man. Oh, y'all boys, I was gonna give y'all a little bit of a POV, so hold on. Y'all hear it? Hold on, let's dance. Hold on, we gotta downshift. We gotta get over. He said GT. All right, y'all. When I goddamn make it to the destination, I'm gonna cut back on the camera so I can actually show y'all what we picking up today, man. We is 5 minutes away from my destination, and the fast thing, as y'all boys can see, man. But the 345 will be back, y'all. It's not gonna be too long. Y'all gonna be seeing this. I ain't gonna really do this too much for real, y'all. I just did this just to make the video a little bit different for y'all boys today. But man, while we out here, we might see what type of dealership they got up here. See if they got some mopars up there we can look at, y'all, because it look like we're on the rich side of wherever we at, y'all. So hopefully they got a lot of last calls. Hopefully a lot of jailbreaks and stuff like that, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and pull up there for y'all boys just to make this video a little bit better. But when we pull up there, I'm gonna cut back on the camera though. See, we just made it to our destination. Like the Scat, look nice.
That's actually my buddies.
Hey, buddies.
Mine yesterday. I had a red interior Scatpack shaker.
You got rid of it?
Yeah, I got rid of it.
What?
I paid $37,071 for it. They're giving me $37,000 for it.
Oh, so she gave you exactly back. Okay.
Pretty much. Orange stitching, gold stitching, so it's pretty
Oh,
cool.
look, Jenna.
Which one is this? A Hellcat?
It's a
Scatpack.
Scatpack with like Daytona flat bottom steering wheel.
Yeah, with the flat bottom, and then it's gonna go with the 50th anniversary seats.
I think that's pretty much what it came out of. It was like 50th anniversary or something.
Yeah.
Orange stitching, so.
Oh, look at the update on the brand new steering wheel that we just cut for the 345, y'all. Look how big it look, y'all. This is off of last car. It got the orange stitching to match the 50th anniversary seats in the 345, y'all. And then I got the Hellcat paddle, so it's gonna look big and tall. Then all I need left is the SRT airbag to throw in the center, y'all. And then my steering wheel setup with the paddles, the cluster, the seats, and everything gonna make it look like a real swap on the inside, y'all. But when we get to the house, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all boys a little bit more because I'm about to drive home. So I'm gonna pick back up the camera once I finally make it. As y'all boys can see, we done finally made it back to the house, man, with the 345. You feel me? I love this new steering wheel, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I love this new steering wheel. All I need is the SRT airbag now, and it's gonna go just perfect because let me show y'all the seats. When I tell y'all this just set the tone for the whole 345 interior, y'all, like this literally make the 345 inside look so much better, y'all, because it make it look like a whole swap. Like, look at this. The orange stitching go with the orange stitching with the 50th anniversary seats, man. Like, y'all cannot tell me that I'm not doing my big one. And it's the flat bottom because this out of a last car. So you're going to be getting rid of the normal Scatpack steering wheel, adding the paddles on here, and the bezels and buttons and everything. But we're gonna be putting this in here and getting rid of the old one, y'all. So it's gonna be a nice little video today, man. So let's go ahead and hop inside. Start off by taking the airbag out. The battery is dead, so I don't gotta disconnect it. So I don't gotta really worry about the airbag blowing on my face. Hopefully, it don't got no type of power at all. But I know the car probably dead, so I should be good though. But we're gonna take out the airbag, do everything just like we did the last time, y'all. I did a video on swapping out the steering wheel because I obviously had to put that one in. So y'all can go back and go watch that one, or y'all can watch this one. But let's go ahead and get started on our brand new last car steering wheel. All right, YouTube. So we've been making progress. What we went ahead and did was you get a screw or any type of thing that can fit through this. You got one on both sides, and you poke it through. It's gonna be a clamp that you feel, y'all. I don't know where the clamp. Oh, it's like right here. This is where it is, y'all. You push on that. So once you release that, it'll come forward, and you just push it for both sides. And then once you get to that part, y'all, you will be exposed with a lot of screws on the back end. What you do is you slowly take these screws out and you inspect them so you can remember where they go. So if y'all see these two top red ones, they go to the top. We're gonna remember these. So we're gonna take them out one by one, slowly. Yank them out slowly. You don't want to break it, so you just wiggle them out. And then we got, you don't even have to disconnect this. You don't disconnect that, but you got just two other things, y'all. These yellow ones, you pull the tab upward, so you can get a flathead or get like your thumb, and you gotta get those tabs to pull upward. So let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what I was actually using. I was using something like this. See if I can do it on camera for y'all. Boom. And then see if I can get this other yellow one real quick for y'all. Boom. Now we got those up. These turn, I think, a certain way, and then they just pull right out. So give me 1 second. Oh, that one just came out by itself. I believe this one turned though, y'all. This one right here. Oh. Ah, come on, motherfucker. Y'all, that's a little difficult one hand. But y'all get the picture. You pull this out or you either turn it out. You just wiggle it out slowly, y'all. Try not to break any of your screws. So let me go ahead and try to wiggle this out real quick, and then I'm gonna pick back up the camera. Got the goddamn airbag out, y'all. I was fighting with this goddamn airbag, man. So now we are exposed to this right here in the middle. I believe this just pulled. I don't remember how did we get this out. How did we get that out? I'm about to go back to my old video and look, but we got this in the center, y'all. Let me pull out my toolbox and show y'all what we need. I don't know what part this is, but it was stuck in my thing ever since, y'all. But you pretty much need this, and as y'all see, it go dead in the center, y'all, and you want to take that out. So let's go ahead and start taking that out. And then I believe that the airbag sensor, I believe this what that is, or the horn sensor, that release right after. So let's go ahead and start taking this out with our ratchet. All right, try. And what you got to do is you got to use your muscle. So try not to turn the steering wheel, y'all, because if you turn the steering wheel, it will turn your clock spring. But you got to try to turn this and get this out, y'all. It is real tight. It will be tight. So, oh, I think I just got it. I think we just got it. Oh, we did not. So let's go ahead and try to get it, y'all, real quick. Like I said, you just get your ratchet. This center bolt has to come out. You got to turn it to the left, y'all. You got to give it some muscle. So try to give it as much muscle and strength as you can. But, y'all, you will have to try to keep this as straight as possible as you're doing this process. You do not want your clock spring getting turned, because it will throw your alignment off, and you will need to get a wheel alignment. YouTube, that just took me some strength to get that loosened, y'all. I finally got it loosened up a little bit. As y'all can see, it's moving now. But doing a one hand on camera, as y'all can see, it's like a, y'all see, it's like a struggle trying to do it on camera. So you just getting this bolt out. Come on. And I'm gonna pick back up the camera once the bolt out. All right, YouTube, we have our bolts out. What y'all want to do is, when it comes to this part of taking it out, so we got that out. And then this one, it looked like you push down, squeeze it, I'm guessing. Look like you squeezed the tab. Let me get this sensor right here out, y'all, because it looked like you cannot get this out without those being out, y'all, because it looked like those are a part of the actual steering wheel itself. When I say this just took me, y'all, this clip just took me so long to get out, because what it looked like is you got to flip this upward, but you really don't. You got to go from the inside. You got to have something like this. Where is it at? You really need something like this, y'all, and you got to go on the inside of this. I'm going to do it again just for y'all to see, because that shit was just so retarded to get out. If you look all the way to the right side, y'all, it's past this yellow cord all the way on the inside, like right. You stick this flathead in like the crevice of the clear thing, and you got to push the tab. You push this tab. You try to push it this way. So if you're doing it from inside, you're trying to push it to the left, y'all. And that is a pain in the ass to get out, y'all. It just took me about 30 minutes to find a YouTube video on doing it. So now we should be able to finally get our steering wheel off. So let me go ahead and do this by moving these sensors around real quick, y'all. We finally got our steering wheel off. You want the clock spring like this, y'all. You want this one right here, and this set exactly like this. You don't want it moved anywhere else than like this. So try to remember how this position is. This right here, they need to be just like that, y'all, because they need to slide right on. If you move this, it will tear your alignment up. Please do not mess up your alignment trying to do this installation or removal in the process. What we do is now we take our paddles off of this one, and we take all our electrical and move everything over to this new one. So let's go ahead and start doing that. We're going to take this in my bedroom real quick, and then we're going to come back outside and finish it so I can go ahead and let my phone charge up as I'm doing this process. Made it to my bedroom. Y'all got 2 screws on the back. These is T20 screws, or T15s, T10s, one of the 3. This same screw worked for the last other one I took out, y'all, so y'all should be good. But you got one on the front, one on the back. That should just be able to come out like this now. Let's go ahead and get that out. So you got one right here. Same with the side. Can y'all see that? Same with the side. So go ahead. Ooh, this one a little tighter. There we go. Take this one out. Then you got to go to the front, y'all, and you got some electrical. Not some electrical, but you got wires that you got to move. So let's get the second one out. Boom. So you got 1, 2. We also got these screws on the back end, y'all. So you got 2 of these. We got to make sure we separate these. Make sure y'all don't get those confused, because they is different sizing, but the same bolt that I had on here fitted for all 3 different ones we had, y'all, in the process. So y'all might actually be cool, but y'all got a total of 6 screws holding in these paddles. 4 on the back and then 2 on the front. So we're gonna put those ones right there. There we go. These should be able to just come right out like that. You got a connector for this one, and then you also have a connector for this one, y'all. You want to take both connectors out. So got both paddles out, y'all, as y'all can see, the left and the right. Now what we do is, y'all, we got to get these controls out. So we got to figure out which way do we get this out. This might go out by just like that. So that's the right side, and then with the left side, see, is it the same process? Boom, same thing. So now we got the right and left controls out. Last thing we have to take out of this, y'all, is this part right here at the bottom, because ours do not have the bottom bezel trim thing. So we got to figure out how we get this bottom thing out right here. And now, y'all, everything we just did from now on, we're going to reverse the process. I still haven't got this little middle trim right here, y'all, that I got to put on. It looked like it's 2 screws on the back of this one, and I never knew that it had 2 screws on this. So we're going to try to see how we can get that old one off. Let me see, because the old one don't have 2 screws, it look like. I don't know, y'all. Like, if y'all look at this, like, where's the 2 screws at compared to this one? The last car is a little different, so we're going to see. I don't know, y'all. We about to figure out how we're going to do this. YouTube, when I say I am doing a full swap on everything, I am doing a full swap on everything. Like, this harness even have to come out at the bottom, because they took the harness out, the previous owners of the steering wheel, and even this right here. So this got to come out. So now what we can do is we can finally put these back on. paddles back on. And we gotta wire this a certain way so it can go upward, just like this side is. So now, let's go ahead. Don't know like so, but let me show y'all. As y'all putting it right here, you want these to be behind it like this, if that makes sense. So now get your screw and now you can tighten it in. We're getting our progress in, y'all. After we do that, we can put this bezel right here in the middle, but we got screws everywhere, stuff like that. So we making progress, y'all, but we're gonna get this boy looking all said and done. Got both of those in, y'all, nice and tight. Now flip it over to the back, can place our paddles in like this, and go ahead, drop the screws in, boom, and start tightening it in. Let's get it in there real tight. Boom. Same with the other side. And then our back paddles on the back of them, we took them off already. Those come off with a flathead, y'all. You can get like any type of flathead, and those just come right off. Just this going in. Y'all, the wiring harness process on this is so crazy, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. This one I'll go right here. This one I'll go right here. This one on the back of the steering wheel. But now that we got that bottom half on, we can go ahead and put our middle bezel in. So let's go ahead and try to just push this in place real quick. Let's try to. Get this goddamn bezel in. Y'all, my bezel might not actually fit it. It looked like it fit, but I don't know for sure. Maybe you just put it in wrong. So let me try to get this in here real quick, y'all, a good fit, and then I'm gonna pick back up the camera once I finally get it in here good. All right, y'all. We can finally put our screws back for that right there. So let's go ahead and get those in. And now we need this side. All right, got those in. Now let's go ahead and go to the car and then also grab the airbag. Back inside the 345, y'all. What I'm gonna do is push these through real quick. So let me push these through real quick on camera. I'm off of camera, and then get this steering wheel back on here with the clock spring real quick, y'all. Got it on, y'all. Now we can go ahead and start putting connections back in. So it's back right here. Boom. This one again, y'all, I do not remember what this one goes to. Cause I know. Oh. Never mind, y'all. I don't know why I'm making it so complicated for myself. This going in this, this going in this. So let me go ahead and connect those real quick. Got those in, y'all. Got the connector right here in, and this connector right here. I feel like these not pushed back far enough though, y'all, for whatever reason. So I'm trying to scoot them back, because I feel like this airbag ain't gonna have the space it need. So now, airbag was color coded with these. Obviously, the blue go with the blue, and then the orange go with the orange. So how y'all see it, it's how it is. So let's lift these tabs up. Let me do this off of camera. Lift the tab. Oh, there we go. Lift that tab up. Lift this tab up. And before we actually put these in, y'all, we need to put this back right here first. So let's go ahead and put this back first before we actually put those connectors in. I'm just trying to take the tab out though. Now that we got this back in the center, you want to go ahead and get your bolt, put that back in, start hand screwing it, and then I guess I can't hand screw it. That's how tight it is. So let me go ahead and start getting this back in, y'all, and then after we do that, we can get our airbag back in. Got the bolt in the middle tightened down, y'all, with the airbag thing right here with the plate. So now let's go ahead and start putting on the last couple of pieces for the airbag so we can finish up this video, man. It is a little bit awkward doing it with one hand, so let's go ahead and try to put the... Let me try to do this off the camera and try to put it back on as fast as possible for y'all boys so I can see it after. We had to take it back out, y'all, because the way I had this in there, this was not out enough, so it was kind of wedged in. But now... we can finally go ahead and put everything back on how it's supposed to. So let me put this on, and then when I'm done putting all the wires in, I'm pushing the airbag and show y'all. We got all our connectors in, y'all, as y'all can see. Let me move this out the way. So we got our blue with the blue, that with that. We got this and this, just like how we had at the beginning. So now what we do is put these screws in, finally, before we push that in place. So now wherever I put it at, here it go. Screw these two screws in. And that's why I saved these for last, y'all, because you want to make sure you get everything else in first, pretty much. That in there. Get this one in here. And we almost about done. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Pretty much pushing the airbag, and then we should be done. I'm gonna cut on the 345 and give it power so I can make sure all my buttons and stuff work how they supposed to, and my horn and stuff work, just to make sure when I'm unplugged anything, I didn't put it in the wrong connection, stuff like that. Damn, this motherfucker not going in, y'all. I don't know if it's just me, so give me 1 second. All right, y'all, got both screws in at the top. On the back end, we have two of these. This is the left side. As y'all see, it got the L labeled right there. These, how do they go back in? Boom, like that. And then get this one, same thing. God damn it. And boom, got this side in. So both sides back in. Finally go ahead. Why is it not? Let me tuck this cord right here, y'all. Let me do a little bit of better tucking. See if I can move these wires real quick, because I might not be going in because of how some of my wires in there is, y'all. All right, y'all, we got it. We just had to give it some extra pressure. But let me know what y'all boys think of the new steering wheel. Like, oh my gosh. The new steering wheel is fire to me, y'all. I am not gonna lie. Then we got the 50th anniversary. Like, y'all, this boy just looks so crazy. Like, y'all can't tell me I did not get the 345 all set. Like, man, this boy looks so good. So now let me go ahead and give the car some power. Make sure all my buttons and connections and stuff like that work, y'all. So I can go ahead and end off today's installation video / new pickup / new mod. 345 is alive, man. Y'all can hear she do got like a pulley squeak somewhere. I don't know what it is, but it's all right, I guess, for now. We can't really do nothing about it because it can't even move. But let's go ahead and hop into the inside. Damn! And look at our brand new steering wheel. As our boys can see, for whatever reason, that light is on. I don't know why that's on. That's not supposed to be on, y'all. So it might just be some electrical problems. As of right now, I'm gonna go to the front and go make sure and look at it. But y'all, Let's make sure all of our buttons work. Okay. So far, so good. But I don't know why this light is not turning off at the bottom. Well, the brights, for whatever reason, like, why is it not turning off? That ain't, something ain't right, y'all. Let's go ahead and make sure all our buttons work. Cruise control button work. Make sure the volume button work. It look like they all working and we good though, y'all. From the looks of it, we got everything to work. The orange stitching, y'all. This steering wheel big as fuck. Like, I can't tell if the paddles work, and only way I'm be able to tell if the downshift and upshift work is if I got it in drive and stuff, and I can't really do that because of the car's condition. But let me go check my headlights out in the front. Let's go look at them. Germ just be nervous, y'all. This was flipped forward. Look at that. Come on, Germ. Come on, Germ. Come on, Germ. I be tripping y'all a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I be scared for my car for myself, y'all. I just be doing so much. I just be making sure I don't want to mess nothing up in the process. But y'all, let's go ahead and cut on the stars, and let's go ahead and cut on the ambient lights and try to match this orange so y'all can see how it finally turned out. What do y'all boys think of the flat bottom steering wheel? All we need to do is get rid of Dodge and replace this with the SRT airbag, y'all. And we got white gauges, orange ambient lights that look red on the camera. Stars, they look red on the camera, but they is orange in person, y'all. But even with the 50th anniversary seats, y'all, we almost done with the interior. Like, if we just change the door panels, we might not even change the door panels, but like, we just need a little bit more touch-ups on the inside, y'all, and we will be done with the interior on the 345, man. But I am going to end the video off on a note. I hope y'all boys enjoyed it, man. But we got us a last car, orange stitching steering wheel. I don't know if it was out of Challenger or a Charger, but it don't matter. But I hope y'all boys enjoyed this installation, man. We're going to get rid of this airbag real soon. This is just a temporary airbag. And we're going to end the video off right here, man. I hope y'all boys enjoyed this install / new mod and new pickup, man. But we're gonna end it off right here, man. Peace.